5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Cal Banyan here on calbanyan.com. Hey, you know what? No matter where you're watching this, be it on YouTube or wherever, I want you to know that you can get all my videos on calbanyan.com. And there is a humongous number of videos on just about every topic. It's free. One of my goals is to work with other hypnosis professionals like Penny and, Celeste and all these people I have had on here, Christian, to work to do great things together to help lift the profession as a whole. When I got into this profession, it was like the land of confusion. And now we've got systems, we've got ways that work. We've got the 5-Path International Association of Hypnosis Professionals that provide the best support anywhere in the world. Oh, I can jabber on. I want to tell you what we're going to talk about today. Can you tell? I can't believe I'm 25 years in this profession. And I'm still this excited about you guys, about what we're doing. I mean, no way would I ever believe that when I got started. Okay, so clients come in. I've got anxiety or I got stress. Can you help me with that? Oh, that's easy. We do it all the time, right? And then we get in and we start working on those things like past stressors, old fear, old anger, old guilt, and we get a result. They go, I'm still anxious, I'm still stressed. Well, you know what? It's because they got some good reasons for what's going on right now in their life for stress. And we're going to use hypnosis to get them action oriented, to get them motivated, and to get them confident enough to take action. Oh, let me tell you about who I got here. It is Penny Chiasson, and I'm going to tell you what, she is a consummate professional. That's right. She was first in the profession of medicine as a trained working nurse anesthetist. And then one day, I don't know, there must have been like the hypno cupid shot a hypno arrow into her heart. And she fell in love with this thing, hypnosis and hypnotherapy. And what a blessing that was, because it brought a fusion of her background in medicine and in anesthesia and that pain management kind of thing into the world of professional, high-level, advanced hypnosis like 5-Path. And she's been a beautiful fusion of that. She's got her own system of pain management with hypnosis, obviously, now. That's where it has come to. And she's also a writer. She's also a trainer. She's certified 5-Path hypnotist, hypnotherapist, and trainer for my programs. Oh, I could go on about Penny. How you doing, Penny?
I'm doing great, Cal. Thanks for having me back. Everyone, this is Cal Banyan, also a writer, The Secret Language of Feelings, creator of the 5-Path system, which if you're like me and you like having a logical approach to things, the 5-Path system is fantastic. And he is absolutely the living authority on hypnosis that works. These podcast episodes are just living, breathing proof of how much he is giving away to the profession to help everyone be better hypnotists at what we do. Thank you, Cal.
And I'm so glad to be doing it with you. All right, so you brought this topic up. No, wait. Kind of in the last video, we were talking sort of like this, but I want to hone in onto it in a different way. So let me see. One of the deals is sometimes to get clients everything they want, we have to switch what we're working on. Okay, have you ever had an experience like that, Penny?
All the time.
Tell me about it.
So people will come in and you mentioned anxiety. They'll talk about feeling anxious and fear and worry. And once we begin to drill into what it is they're actually looking for, it's not just about getting erroneous fears, but it's about helping them to find within themselves the resources to deal with life in a way that is helpful to them, because it's impossible to eliminate all fears, because fear is, when based in accurate perception, is a legitimate feeling that helps us to take action to make sure that we're in a safe, secure state.
Absolutely right. So we get our clients in, and one thing I like to say to my clients is, I want you to know There's nothing wrong with you. Anyone that had been through exactly what you've been through would be pretty much thinking and feeling the same way as you are. So we're going to go in there, we're going to neutralize those old erroneous programs and limiting beliefs and get you free. Okay. So one thing I'm going to be doing with my clients is 5-path, and I'm going to be doing 7-path self-hypnosis to clear out all the junk from the past. Then, as we talk about sometimes, there's the secret language of feelings so that they can understand their feelings and become proactive to learn how to respond to their feelings in a satisfying way. Because if we let's just stick with anxiety right now. Anxiety is fear. I think of it as this way: is fear is chemicals that happen in the brain that change the state of your body, and that state in the body feels like anxiety. Actually, it's a continuum from just a little bit anxious all the way up to frozen with fear, right? And so there is the chemical part in the brain, and then there's what is felt in the body. Some of it can come from the past, some of it come from what's going on now, and some of it comes from concerns about the future. Our clients don't know about the wisdom that is emotion. Fear is not bad, sad's not bad, anger is not bad. It's what you do with them that's good, bad, effective, or ineffective. All what our clients learned to do was clamp them down, ignore them, distract from them, deny them. Okay, that's because they didn't know what to do with them. So we're going to get rid of those erroneous emotions or useless emotions from the past, but now they live in an emotional environment. Now there are stressors. Now I've been getting a couple clients in the recent past. They come in for anxiety, and then I do all that work, and they go, Cal, I'm still anxious. Okay. In the secret language of feelings, what we do is we say, what am I feeling? What's causing the feeling, which is basically what am I thinking, and then do a satisfying response. And the very first step always to a satisfying response is a reality check. So I started doing reality check with these individuals about their situation now. And oh my gosh, anyone in the situation they were in would be feeling a little bit, anxious too. I mean, there's things like COVID, there's things like kids, there's things like financial concerns, there's things like the news media, which is trying to stress you out so that you'll tune in at 10 and 11 and 12 and 1 and 2 and 3. They want to get you back. So it's like TV is like a constant cliffhanger that just gets you nervous. And so what we do is we start teaching them to, in hypnosis and also with book reading, to respond to feelings in a satisfying way. And so that will be a combination of education and working with their confidence, because real confidence comes from success, but their history of fear has caused them to not take action, to be a person who lived in the world of distraction. Feel bad, smoke, feel bad, drink, feel bad, work out, feel bad, read a book, whatever it is. And they don't really ever have the success experiences that causes them to have the confidence to be able to move forward. What can you add to that, Penny?
Yeah, so I add another layer to this. I actually do what you do. I have a benefits form. And when I go through that benefits form with clients, a lot of times they're talking about what they want to get rid of. And I turn that on them, and I want them to focus on what they want. And I take it the next step and I ask them, who do you have to be for this to be who you are in your life? And what are the things that you're doing? And so using that benefits form, I will help them to gain the insight so that they can take that action. And then once they take one small step, as you say, they begin to see that they can do it, and they build that confidence. And that's in addition to doing exactly what you do with secret language of feelings, with 7-path self-hypnosis, but then showing them that they can take a step and they're going to survive taking that step. And it doesn't have to be the whole picture. It just needs to be one step at a time, because I believe anyone would get overwhelmed if we looked at the big picture and tried to fix everything all at once.
As you're talking about that, it reminds me of what the great prophet once said. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Mary Poppins, around 1964, right? And so, the subconscious mind doesn't want to change. It's been doing what it's been doing. It thinks it's got the world figured out to the very best of its ability. And so we use the benefits form and that kind of stuff to create a vision of outcome. Like I'll say, okay, let's say there's a button here on my desk. I push the button, we're immediately transported to the last day that we worked together. You're absolutely completely resolved every issue that you came in for. You're now your optimized self. Now what does your life look like? Career-wise, family-wise, relationship-wise, spiritually, all the most important things, financially. And we start helping them to build this vision. And we, as hypnotists, once we have those benefits or that vision of what life is going to be like, as we do the work with them and we give them suggestions, we do this, like, for example, I have lots of work publications and stuff on the segue. As the clients are changing, I'll have them put an ending on this sentence. I've changed because now I know. I call this the I've changed statements, right? I've changed because now I know. I've changed because now I feel, and so now I can. So we take those insights, we say, okay, now that you know that and you feel this, you're going to be able to accept these suggestions more powerful than ever before. We give them the suggestions and they say, and so now you, and we give them their vision. That's the sugar that causes the subconscious mind to go, oh, I like that. I think I'll accept that suggestion. And after all, it's true because of what we did with them. So that ability to motivate them and to give them first those little steps and then bigger steps and bigger steps. And if you go back in the previous podcast I did with Penny, it starts off with something as simple as passing a convincer. Oh, I can do this. And then we continue to build and build until they have a vision of success that they can truly, truly believe in. I love it, Penny.
Yeah, I think that vision is so important because sometimes you'll have someone come in and they really don't know what it is that they want. They just know they feel bad and they've reached that critical mass where there's time to do something about it. And sometimes it might be 2 or 3 sessions in before we eliminate some of those limiting beliefs and erroneous feelings, and they can really trust themselves to explore what it is they might actually want. And I've had a couple of clients over the last year that made huge pivots in their life once they had the insight and the realization during the work that we did together, and things went in a completely different direction than what they had anticipated. And they're much happier for it. And they're living a joyful, fulfilling life now that they've given themselves permission to be confident, to be happy.
You know, it's so important. Did you know that confidence is even more motivating than caffeine without any of the negative side effects? Confidence. That's right. And so we help them to move forward in a proactive, confident. I like the statement, I think Covey said, begin with the end in mind. And so we want to begin our work that we do with our clients with the end in mind. What does success look like? And I'm surprised. Some people go, I'm just not motivated. And I go, I don't see why you should be motivated. You have no end in mind. They've got to have something that turns them on. And how do you know if it's a good vision? Because it should, when they think about it, it should change their state, to kind of use an NLP term, right? And they should like, wow, I like that. And I will give them an ongoing vision assignment. I said, think of your vision as like wet clay that will never really completely dry. And you can constantly refine it, building your ideal future, because I believe that you are everything you need to be to do everything you came into this world to do. And you are customized, fully equipped to do great things. What do you think of that, Penny?
I think that just perfectly sums it up. And for people who don't understand what changing the state means, you can see it. Their eyes, their face, their body language. That's when you know you're hitting gold.
That's right. That's see how you feel now?
Yeah.
That's what we're working on. And by the way, that's who you really are. That's who you really are. That's what you're here to do. And so as they are working on their vision and they're looking at it every day, it keeps them on track. I've heard it called the why. That's why they're doing this, because all of this requires you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Why? So that you can have those relationships, so you can have that achievement, so you can have that connection with your creator or whatever it is that you're working on. All right. Awesome. Give you the last word, Penny.
All right. Well, Cal, I want to thank you for having me back on here. And just remember that when it's anxiety, there's always something else underneath the surface.
All right. Thank you, Penny. You want to give them your website one more time?
Yeah, website is pennychiasson.com. You can find me on Facebook, Penny Chiasson, Instagram, and I look forward to connecting with you outside of here.
All right, y'all. That's what we say down here in Texas. That's right. That's right. I'm going to give you a Dallas y'all come back now. You hear? This is Cal Banyan, Cal Banyan's Hypnosetera over and out.